guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you to the new Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Keiken's Path. Happy New Year all. Hopefully this year will be better than the last. I've got lots more content planned for this year. I've got some new interesting changes in the works that I think y'all are going to absolutely love. But anyway, y'all, enough about that for now. Let's go ahead and jump right back into why you're here in the first place. Alright, Alarm Chan, you are up. I think you're up. Alarm Chan, are you awake? Okay, and let's go. Okay. Which one? Which one? Is that one? Okay, alright. Darn it. I was playing without paying close attention to myself. I went over my limit without even noticing. I guess I got so absorbed in the feeling of satisfaction I forgot to manage my stamina. I ended up pushing myself too far without bothering to save up for some of the home stretch. My legs feel like they're about to split open. I tried making wide movements with my body to try and warm myself up again, but my entire body suddenly feels so heavy. My muscles are seizing up, and I didn't pay attention to the warning signs. Crap! Yukon is about to serve again! I try to run towards the ball, but I can immediately tell that I won't reach it. It hits the fence, echoing the sharp sound of metal. 30-all! I'm at my wit's end, and I don't know what to do. I was careless, and now I'm paying the price. I already know that I was close to my limit, so I should have taken care to save up some energy. What should I do? The situation has suddenly turned into a great pinch. Push myself. Right. It's do or die. If I don't find a way to break his serve right now, what chance will I have at a tie-break? My energy isn't going to miraculously return. It's only downhill from here. I know that if I push myself over the edge, I might be able to get one last boost. But on the other hand, if I risk it all here and can't break, I'll have absolutely zero chance at a tie-break. No, thinking like this is pointless. I'd have no chance at the tie-break to begin with. I'll summon up every ounce of energy I still have, and if I've truly run out, then I'll just play on guts alone. I don't care if this match leaves me so exhausted I can't move. I'm winning this, and I'm winning it right now. Yukon restarts the match with another forceful serve. While it's plenty fast, my legs somehow oblige my desperate pleas and begin to move properly once again. Even if my arms still feel somewhat heavy, I can definitely hit it back. Just like that, we're locked in a stalemate. Yukon's attacks are too predictable. As long as I can still run, I can deal with them. On the other hand, I can't seem to control the ball as well as I was doing before, and my shots aren't as forceful. I can't take big risks like I was before. They just wouldn't pay off. But I need to come up with some way to turn this around. I'm well aware that I'm out of fuel, and unless I want to come to a full stop before this match is over, I have to do something. Even if it's risky, now is the time to risk it all. Just continue playing this game at this high pace was already a gamble. Might as well go all the way. And a drop shot, silently hoping that'll catch him by surprise. Even though his face doesn't betray much, he seemed to have been delayed one step. Will that be enough? Yukon throws himself to the ground, attempting to pick up the ball before it has a chance to fall, but he fails. He's just a few centimeters short of the mark, and the ball rolls on the floor towards his face. 30-40! There's a hair on top of my screen. Got you here. Match point! Michimaya, finish it now! Kokonose, don't give up! The crowd seems to get more riled up the closer the match comes to the end. At this point, my heart feels like it's about to burst out of my chest. But it's no dream. I do have a match point. This is my chance. I doubt I'd last through a deuce. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if he manages to get to a deuce, my chances of winning will go down to a near zero. I need to get this last point no matter what. Yukon pats himself clean of whatever specks of dirt clung to his fur and clothes after his fall. His glare feels incredibly sharp. I feel uncomfortable having him stare at me like that. I suppose I can understand his anger, and there's nothing I can do about it. We both walk back to our positions to start what is hopefully going to be the last rally of this match. Yukon comes at me with another powerful flat serve. Ugh, I swear these keep getting faster! I managed to reach it, but only by the skin of my teeth. My return was just good enough to avoid an instant counter. Once again, we initiate a contest of ground strokes. If my body were moving just a little more responsibly, I feel like I could clinch this point fairly easily. His predictability is the only reason I can still keep it up. If Yukon were playing just a little more rationally right now, he'd probably win. But instead, I already know he's going to attack with another flat. So, huh? Before my very own eyes, I see the ball dropping in front of the net. And my mind is unable to comprehend what I see. As if in slow motion, I see the ball leaving Yukon's racket with very little momentum, ready to drop to the floor and stay there. You want the drop shot? At this point of the match, under all this pressure, as angry and aggressive as he's been, he managed to recompose himself enough to pull this off? For a split second, I can see what looks like a malicious smile flashing across Yu's face. He probably noticed my struggle with my own stamina and decided to capitalize on that. Even though I feel like my reaction was delayed, I have no choice but to run. If I let this point escape me, I won't be able to get back on track. Ha! I nearly fall to the ground, attempting to reach the ball, but somehow I'd get to it. Yukon's drop shot was surprising, but it was nowhere near perfect. The ball has too much power. It went a little too far over the net, making it easier to reach. But still, Yukon comes up to the net, ready to finish the point. I stand firmly directly in front of him. Left or right, which way will he shoot? A lob? Right now, when I'm far up to the net as can be, he chose to attack me with a deep, aggressive lob. I have no choice but to run. I need to reach this ball. I can't even see where Yukon is right now because my back is turned to him. There's no time for me to turn around. If I try, the ball will bounce twice and I'll miss my chance. I've barely ever practiced this shot, but I'll have to go for it. Without turning around, I hit the ball from in between my legs, towards this left side of the court. Huh? Or as I hear Yu's confused gasp, I turn around to see that the ball went past his defensive range on the net. Please go in. Everyone suddenly holds their breaths. Me, Yu, the audience. We're all staring with anticipation at the umpire. He opens his mouth and... Game, set, and watch. Game, set, and match won by Michimaya. Count 6-4, 3-6, 7-5. The roars of the audience are deafening. The umpire barely has time to finish the announcement before his voice is completely drowned by the howls and yells of dozens of excited onlookers. Somewhere among them, my friends are probably also cheering for me. But right now, there are so many voices that I can't hear them. I still can't believe that I actually won. It feels so surreal. I won. Somehow, even though I've had this title for years now, this is the first time that I've been this happy to win it. And my mind seems to finally register the Akita standing in front of the net, racket under his armpit, awkwardly scratching the back of his head whilst glancing at me. Right, I have to go shake hands with him. That was an amazing match. Thanks a lot. I extend my hand towards the Akita. His eyes tear up a little when he takes hold of my hand, shaking it enthusiastically. Yeah, it really was. Damn it, I was so frustrated to have lost, but this was such a great match. I'm so happy. The Akita then opens his mouth in a wide, content smile, showing lots of teeth as tears stream down his face. I'm so happy to have finally been able to play against you, Yuichi-san. I hope I get to face you again in the future. I nod. I can't really come up with words to say. I don't even feel like I really need to say anything. We shake hands and then make our way out of the court. I walk out of the court and it doesn't take me long to find my friends. Most of the bystanders have already left as soon as the match was over, so there weren't many people here for them to get lost among. Yuichi, that was a great match! Heh, way to deliver on that revenge thing. Although for a second there, I was afraid you'd collapse. I wasn't just afraid of that, I was sure it would happen. Mizuguchi-san, I thought we agreed not to criticize him. Saya shrugs. I changed my mind. I prefer to speak my thoughts. Wouldn't have it any other way, Saya-chan. Saya smiles, giving me a thumbs up. Suddenly, something very warm envelops me, nearly pushing me down to the floor. What? Aki? Aniki, I'm so happy! Easy there, buddy. I'm covered in sweat. You're going to get yourself dirty. Aki shakes his head, rubbing it against my stomach. I don't care. I'm just so happy to see you enjoying yourself on the court again. Oh, you noticed that? It was clear as day to anyone who watched. At the end of the match, you just looked like you were enjoying yourself so much. You have no idea how happy it made me to see you like that again. Thanks, guys. Should we do something to celebrate? Can we do that another day? I'm kind of too exhausted. I just want to get on my bed and sleep. Aw, bummer. Aniki, once we get home, I'm gonna help you take a bath before you go to bed. I get the feeling you just fall asleep and drown in the tub if I didn't. You have that little faith in me? Actually, I think I'll just take a bath with you. Feels like it's been years since we last did that. Oh, goodness. Wow, really? I mean, it has been quite a few years since you last took a bath with me. Sure, why not? This sort of thing is nice every now and then. Well, alright, if you insist. I pet my cute little brother's head as he continues to cling to me, even though I'm sweaty and probably reek. That sounds like a great idea. I'll join you guys too. The hell you will. If you want to take a bath, do it at your own house. Aw, Killjoy. These guys are ridiculous. I love them for it. Ding, ding, ding. One second, y'all. Okay. Is it morning already? Yeah, I get it. Shut up already. Stupid alarm. Wish I could just smash it into a freaking wall. But then again, this is super expensive, so I'll refrain from that. Ugh! Having a single day of class in the week is so bothersome. Why couldn't they just take the whole week off? It's Golden Week, damn it! My bed is so comfortable, too. Can I just sleep for 5 more Aniki? Aki knocks on my door, calling out to me. Aki, what are you doing? What are you doing knocking on my door so early? Shuichini asked me to make sure you show up for class today. If you don't get out of the room in 5 minutes, I'm walking in with a bucket. You don't have class today. Why are you even up at this time, you little brat? Maybe I could. Maybe I could just. And don't even think about locking the door. I took a copy of the key last week just to make sure. Damn it! Sighing, I get up from my bed, grabbing my uniform that was lazily thrown over a chair yesterday and walk to the bathroom. Character select. It has finally become time. We're going with Bunny Boy. Hell yeah. The cool air-conditioned interior of a shop. There's no better way to spend time whilst leisurely browsing the new arrivals. To be honest, I don't really have much of a reason to be here today. I've already bought new shoes just a little while ago, but I couldn't resist the temptation to pass by after class and see what's new. I love looking at the shoes and rackets that they have on display. Somehow, even if I buy the very same shoes from the display, they always look so much more beautiful when they're not mine. I might have a slight shopping addiction. Is that Keikun? I'll be damned. Seeing Keisuke at a store like this without anyone accompanying him. I mean, I know he goes out every now and then, but I never imagined that he did his own shopping himself. Even though I've seen him do it before, as far as I'm aware, he only did it because we had already brought him along with us when we went to the stores. So it was more of a, oh well, since I'm here anyway, that might as well reflects in him actually doing something regularly. I'm also a little surprised that he's here after class. I figured that since the court has been closed down for a few weeks, he'd just be practicing at home. Yo! Yuichi-san, what are you doing in a place like this? That should be my line, you know. It's much more likely that you'd run into me inside a sporting gear store than into you. I guess you're right. What brings you here? I figured you just had your servants do your shopping for you. I never thought I'd see you inside a store like this unless you were out running errands for someone. Not you too. Did I say something wrong? Technically, no. It's true that I usually have other people do my errands for me. It's just that everyone always keeps assuming that that's the case. Even if it's true, it's so annoying. So you decided to come here alone today to prove something to someone that isn't even here? Not really. I just hate that people always tell me that I'm out of touch with the real world. I get that I can say or suggest things that are unrealistic for regular people without realizing it, but that doesn't mean I embrace it. So you decided to go out today on your own to prove that you're good enough to handle things yourself? I guess you could say it's something like that. Truth be told, other than when I'm with you guys or when people ask me to go on errands, I never go out to shop. And even when I do, I always stick to the, more refined places. You mean the rich people shops, like the ice cream parlor or the cake shop you took me to? I guess you could call them that. Don't kid yourself thinking that it's just a way to call them. That's exactly what those places are. Heh, teasing him is so much fun. So you decided to go out on your own and check out the stores that us common folk tend to go to, huh? I wouldn't really put it that way. I just didn't want to feel like I'd be completely useless without supervision. For better or worse, I've never been alone to an establishment that didn't get some prior screening by my family. Even the bank I used was selected by Alex. Sure, it was without my family's knowledge, but I still needed help. And yet you still chose these same kinds of places whenever you have the chance. You're really not good at going out of your comfort zone, huh? Gah! At what point does this classify as cruelty? I probably still have a few more uses before then. Either way, what did you come here to do? I can help you if you want. Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of coming alone? You did come all the way here by yourself, didn't you? What does it matter if I just give you my opinion on what shoe you should buy? I suppose you're right. I'll only be helping you make a decision. Once you do, you're on your own. Yeah, I guess I can roll with that. Alright, so what were you looking to get into? Let's see. Even if I notice and react in time to my opponent's plays, I just can't seem to run fast enough to get to it. So ideally, I'd need some more spring in my step. What would you recommend for that? I don't know, other than more training, magic is the only thing left. Right, I'm being unrealistic here, aren't I? A bit, yeah. Then just something that could help propel me forward more easily. Maybe take a bit of the load off my knees. That might be done. Give me a second. I take a look at the assortment of running shoes, track shoes, volleyball shoes. I ignore all the characterizations and just look for the ones that might be most suitable to his needs. Of course, I don't consider myself an expert in shoes, but I do know many times this labeling just serves to sell you a prettier looking version of a more basic model. This one should serve you well. It's usually for running, but it does have tiny springs on the soles that are meant to cushion the impact on your knees and propel you forward. This is a pretty pricey model, but then again, I doubt that would be a problem for you of all people. You're right, it's not a problem. I like the color on it too. It's definitely not as flashy as the other ones I've been seeing around. Yeah, that's a tactic they use to draw you in. Make it super flashy so it'll catch your eye first, and you won't even notice the competition that outdoes it before you're already leaving the store with your new shoes. I never thought about that before, but I'm certainly not going to be complaining about it right now. Thank you, Yuichi-san. It's no problem. Do you want me to show you some other models so you could maybe have a bigger range of options? You're starting to sound a lot like a salesman. Am I? I didn't notice. I can't laugh right now. It's going to give me hiccups. I drank a lot last night. Still, you were a big help. I'm a bit ashamed to admit, but I was feeling a little embarrassed of asking the clerk for help. Why's that? You've talked to tons of clerks when you were out with us. Yeah, and again, that's the key. Even when I'm with you guys, I at most make an order and that's it. Having to actually ask for help, I can't help but feel like I'm being judged. You're crazy, but not entirely wrong. Wait, what? How does that even work? That's what they are paid to do. They're paid to always assume that you don't know anything about what you're talking about and always try to push the products you don't need because, again, if you don't know what you're talking about, then how will you know you don't need it? It's a bit annoying, sure, but once you show them you actually know your stuff, they tend to back off. Of course, not all of them are like that. It's just that some shops tend to always push their salespeople to do stuff like that, even if it makes customers uncomfortable. The margin of profit is all that matters. You seem to know quite a bit about this stuff. I'd never have guessed. I don't remember you ever mentioning having a part-time job. That's because I don't, but that doesn't mean salespeople don't talk. There are people, too, just like you and me. I just picked a store I really liked, and after they saw me there a bunch of times, the workers there started opening up to me. Hear all kinds of things. All you need to do is be willing to listen. Which, for your information, is the very same store we're standing in right now. Wow. I wasn't expecting that sort of thing from you. What? Why the hell not? I'm a good listener. You really are. I just never gave you proper credit before. My bad. Not a problem. You look kind of cute when you're caught by surprise. What? I wasn't. It's fine. Don't worry about it so much. That same happens to me. You know, I never really thought about it a lot before, but isn't having people that feel safe, letting your guard down around a wonderful thing? Ah! Yuichi, are you still there with me? Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry, I got a little distracted. No problem. We weren't talking about anything important anyway. I think I'm gonna pick these ones after all. Hey, since you're already here with me anyway, how about you go all the way with me? What? I don't think that's an appropriate thing to ask me here of all places. What exactly did you even think of in the first place? Huh? I was asking you if you wanted to accompany me to the cashier while I finished the transaction. Eh? Get your mind out of the gutter. Sorry! Whatever, I'll just choose to pretend this never happened. It's not like you'd be a bad choice anyway. What does that mean? Thanks. That's for me to know and you to obsess about. Wait, Keikun! Keikun grabs the shoes and he decided to buy and takes them to the cashier. Without giving me even a sideways glance. Oh, you sneaky boy. Alright, I'm gonna pause it right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. And leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!